This is the Risk Grandnovice Series where I, a Grandmaster and I was top 100 ranked. I'm actually top 101 on the free-for-all ladder. I'm sharing a novice-only game. This really is a novice-only game. From this, hopefully more people will see the game of Risk and newer players can improve their play. And maybe we'll see some crazy things at this lower level. And I want everyone to remember you don't have to be number one to have fun. So go ahead, play some Risk, play against other people, play against bots, which you'll see that we do have a bot in this lobby because we couldn't fill a lobby full of just novices. So we are playing Global Domination, Risk Global Domination, World Domination game mode, classic map, automatic setup, 60-second turn timer. We might talk more about that in the future. AI difficulty is expert. We're on ranked. The card bonus is fixed. And it's balanced blitz, novice to novice on the rank. Alliance is off, Fog of War off, Blizzard's off. Inactivity behavior automated. So if you exit the game without surrendering, bots are going to do things. And portals are off. So we have, okay, so I wrote down where Ross is from. And I started writing it down. I want to confirm. So I'm looking it up right now. I want to get the whole thing because it might make you think it's the flag of the UK. But what I have, or what Risk told me, is it's St. Helena, Ascension, and Tristan de Cunha. So Ross is coming in. Ethan from flying the flag of Sweden. General Hale flying, I think, the flag of the UK. Fred flying the flag of Canada. And we've got an AI player here. And the AI player is an expert. So there's a very good chance that the AI player takes the top half of the leaderboard on 1 through 6. The bot should definitely at least beat me, because if you haven't watched any of these before, we take ourselves out right away so we can watch novice players in their natural habitat. Go ahead and take ourselves out. People are laughing. People don't quite understand. That's okay. Okay. Did I take something? I wasn't paying attention too close. I guess I accidentally took Northern Europe, which I did not intend to do. So, no, I didn't take Northern Europe. I attacked it. Where did I win? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I won on an earlier roll against the red player. Okay, well, whoever takes me out is going to get 1 card. Oops. Okay. So if you need to know what you're looking for, so here is all the moves I made, and at the bottom it's gonna have the winner. So I was looking for one where the winner was myself. Okay. So let's start actually looking at this game and figuring out what we're gonna do, what we think people should do. I think it looks like purple might be a bot that likes taking continents. So Ross taking the role here and getting out of the way of this bot, I guess, isn't an awful thing to do, but bots don't have any mercy. They will. It was likely going to hit this 3 if King hadn't have done anything. but it almost looks like pink is now lining up to go after Australia. I guess it could be going after Africa. Nobody really has a strong claim to Africa. Pink has just as much of a claim, I suppose, as any of the other players that are here. Except for myself, I don't intend on staking a claim here. So let's see what black's gonna do. Black, if played correctly, has a Asia or Europe play. Sorry, a Europe play. If played correctly. So if I'm black, I probably, this is not a bad idea either, to hedge some bets and say maybe, oh, okay, well, I guess that's an option too. It's possible that black had troops there already, but I don't think starting troops 4 and 2, and they added some number here, so I don't think, hold on. So I don't think black had any troops here when they added. Maybe they did and I didn't see that, but we won't talk about it. So I think definitely knocking out these ones, giving red a chance to leave Europe, because if red will leave Europe without causing you any issues, you don't need to lose the troops that you're going to lose from hitting the 4 and cause any tension between you and red. Now it's possible red goes, I want Europe too, takes this 5 here, fortifies together, and now after they added here, they've got a equal size stack. That's a very real possibility, but I think that red shouldn't do that because, well, honestly, yeah, so pink was, oh, pink is offline. Okay, well, we might just have 2 bots fighting here. I do think going for NA is better. North America is better than going for Europe, because you're going to be working against black here, or instead maybe you could work with black to take out other individuals. I don't think going this way is a good idea to get into North America, because white has a decent claim to South America. Now it looks like red might be deciding to go for Africa, maybe leaving some troops in North America to hedge some bets. Let's see what happens. Black is in maybe let's see how many troops everybody has. So relative to everybody else, oh, white's doing great, and I think that's just because white hasn't had any direct conflict with anybody, hasn't had any stacks that someone felt like they needed to smack. White is doing something that at this level, hold on. White is doing something that at this level is not a bad idea, which is staying out of people's way and not causing tension between you and any other players. Because what you can look for instead of yourself making mistakes is other people can make mistakes and weaken themselves for you. So I don't like this 5 sting here. I think maybe bring the 5 here to threaten that 4, but at the same time, that 4, where's it gonna go? I'm guessing that white is not gonna let the 4 out, although that would be nice. It would be nice if we could say maybe the 3 attacks here, the 6 fortifies here, and then if the larger stack attacks here, the 2 fortifies out of the way, and then red can get out, which would be fine. You might think, oh no, but then you're giving red South America. But if we look at the bonuses here, North America is a +5, South America is a +2, Africa is a +3. So even if you give South America over to the player who has a claim to Africa, they're going to be getting an equal amount of troops with you. And honestly, at this stage in play, as far as player development goes, it's scarier to see someone hold South America and Africa. They say you don't get two continents, even if the bonuses are this come out to the same amount of bonus troops. So I do think the black player might have something to say about an individual holding both of these continents, even if that would be equal to holding Europe or holding North America, except for the when you start talking about bonus troops from holding a certain number of territories. For example, 6 territories in Africa, 4 in South America, you're holding 10, 2 more, and you've got bonus troops. Now those, because if you have 12 territories, you get an extra bonus troop. If you have 15 territories, bonus troop, 18 bonus troop. So really clawing out 2 extra territories might not be the easiest thing to take those and then hold it. But North America probably has the best chance at getting that 12 territory count, because you can come in here and you're not in direct any conflict with anybody. But it's my turn. So at this point, it is worth it to take me out, not only to secure at least 5th place, but also because I have, I have 1 card, and it's gonna cost, 2 troops worth of attacking to take me out. Now you could lose, I suppose, if you get the worst dice. Okay. Let's spectate this. So you could, if you got the worst dice, lose 4 troops from attacking my 2, but you're going to get the card which almost guarantees making up for those 4 troops, and that is your worst roll. Best rolls, you don't lose any, and you get my card, and you secure at least 5th place. So good move on white. Sorry, good move on white. Maybe I should take a drink of water. Maybe I should do that. Okay, so I think maybe black. Can't tell if black bought it out, but I thought one of their movements earlier was a little bit suspicious, but I don't think they did, or else we wouldn't see these stacks like this. I think we'd see the 10 spread out a bit more. And we're seeing the pink bot add up here, which is really unfortunate for white. Really unfortunate. It was nice while the 2 bots were just attacking each other here, but we're seeing trades come through. We've got 4 cards, 3 cards, 5 cards, 4 cards. So I think removing the bot here was a good idea. It should have been done sooner. So when you have a strong claim like this, and you think congestion is, and I'm pretty sure congestion's a word, I've used it before, but I think also if you type it in Word, it tells you it's not. But that's not the point. I think if you take this out sooner, you remove that variation of the possibility of the bot just putting down troops there, even when it looks like the bot would imagine if that bot had added those troops here and taken Australia, the bot would be in a much better position in the short term. In the long term, holding Australia and only Australia with no big stacks roaming around, not good. And I actually think there's a world where a player is playing pink instead of a bot, and you know all these troops aren't spread out, they're actually in here, and you could still have that 7 here to cause problems. But knowing there are bots on the field and knowing what level of play this is, having the guard on all of your borders in Europe is a good idea. This is where there is a difference between what you might default do at lower level play and then what you might default see at higher level play when you're watching online, and why I think it is important to do this where we watch lower level play and discuss it. So at higher level play, you can put a stack here and you use that for retaliation. It'd be a big stack, right? It would be a 4, or I guess it'd be a 3, 6, 11 right here, 12 stack right here, basically saying, let's say red says, well, I'm going to break you. Then this stack can come through and say, you shouldn't have done that. And people will respect that because they don't want that retaliation. They just want to get their continent and get strong too. But at this level of play, number one, bots don't respect that. Bots don't care. Bots don't think, if I break this, he's going to retaliate. They just do it. Sometimes bots even will take really bad rolls on the possibility that they break your continent. So there's that. And also, even if it's just players, you don't know if the other players at this level understand that mutual agreement and that potential that you'll retaliate. So red may hit this, and that would be completely expected if there was only one here, there was no guard here, and your guard was right here. They might not understand conceptually that instead of hitting this, I could have just gotten Africa. They might not understand that. So let's see what red does here. Does red take Africa, or does red break someone? Okay. Red is thinking, where do I fortify? That was I think it was an accidental fortification. So they didn't complete their fortification. It cut them off at the number they were on when they were fortifying. So this is a good time to talk about the turn timer. The turn timer is 60 seconds. So, oh boy. It almost looks like black is a bot. I think black is a bot. We'll pay more attention and find out, because that's not a great move, I don't think, because if black is a player and you've just done this, what's red gonna do? You've stopped red from getting Africa, and red is now going to take away your 5 bonus troops of income from holding Europe, when you could have just let them have 3 while you keep your 5. Now black, we're thinking, is a bot, so bot doesn't understand that, but that's okay. So on the 60-second turn timer, a couple things. If you're mechanically not the best, you don't have to be the actual best, but if you're mechanically not skilled, or you are your decision making is not as quick and as strong as you think 60 seconds will give you the time to get done what you need to get done, look for lobbies that are higher than 60-second turn timers. So I guess I can rephrase that, make it simpler. If you can't get your whole turn done in 60 seconds, consistently, especially in times where it really, really matters. When you're in 1v1s or setting up for the 1v1, when you're in a three-player in-game, then avoid the 60-second turn timers. I think you can change in your auto match the turn timer you're looking for, or you can just manually select lobbies and don't join ones that have 60-second turn timers. So it is how people use the turn timer is developing when we talk about like game selection. So there are people who are very good who choose to do more than 60-second turn timers to try and find less try-hard people, less skilled people, because they're knowing that the better people can find an advantage within the 60-second turn timer. So they try and filter those people out who look for the 60-second turn timer. At this point, we might just be trying to figure out who's actually still a human being here. So white is definitely giving me human being indicators, not placing troops in a very timely, like here and then here, or spread out. They're concentrated. They seem to make a little sense. There's not a, how do I say this? A pattern, a consistent pattern of the same time between actions. So it does look like white is a regular player. So when you're in game, you can click over here and it'll tell you, I'm offline, but for the players. But since we have been defeated, we are spectating, we do not get to see that. So if we can keep track of who is a bot, who isn't, we think black and pink and purple are. So we'll see how this goes. I think we're looking at who we're worried about. I guess that stack in North America that Red put in here has been moving around a little bit. I guess that worked out because it really stopped white from expanding too quickly and being able to take over the game. So good on white if they did it on purpose. Good on red if they did it on purpose. If red didn't do it on purpose, well, good for you that it happened to come out positive. So what I might like to see happen is someone needs to take out pink. Pink has 4 cards. Pink has 5 troops. And pink is stopping anything from advancing here in North America, which really it would be nice for white if white could take North America. So I think right now on white's upcoming turn, they really need to make, oh, it looks like red might actually take out pink right now. Okay, good for red. Good for red. So it does look like red and white are our 2 human beings playing. So we're assuming they're human beings. I guess it could be a dog or a cat or a bunny. Could be, these are not bots playing, probably. I guess they could be really human-like bots. Man, let's not think too hard about this. There are probably players behind a screen making decisions. And I guess that's how we'll put it. So white really needs to make some money moves right now, because red has this stack here and I have a feeling it's going into white. White should plan for that possibility. So if I'm white here, and unfortunately they don't get to take out pink, which would have been great because it would have gave them a trade. If I'm white, I consider, if I know that we're the only 2 human players in, I consider hitting white pretty hard, or hitting red pretty hard. Oh, I don't know if that was the reasoning of white, but white did it. Now stop here though. And the reason why to stop here is because if, oh, well, this could work too. If white wants to take North America, I think that is a risky play, but it's a chance you can take. So I'd like to see the fortification of maybe a 4 to come here, or a 4 to come here even. So maybe red just takes back Africa and is happy with that and decides not to keep pushing the issue, especially because it's very unlikely that red takes back Africa by cutting through, unless they have a trade and they come straight through, then takes the South America, then takes North America. So I think splitting the guard here as a deterrent to continue into South America, and especially continue into North America, is a good idea. White also needs to worry about now what the black bot will do. Some bots don't like it when you hold continents. So it's very real possibility that the bonus troops gained from holding Europe, if black holds Europe, is going to be going into North America. And that's why it was a really risky play for taking North America. But okay, so we are seeing the up. Are we seeing the down? Oh no, that's really bad for red. Red took a chance. Definitely wasn't 100% roll. That I think it was a 9 on 7 or something like that. So an 8 on 7. That's really bad for red. I think at this point, red does have 4 cards. If they don't have a trade here, they need to take a trade, and if there's not an easy one, then they just need to skip a card for the turn and go for a 5th card. Basically, red needs to get a trade and needs to hold on. So it's also a possible, and you know, just hanging out in Madagascar, if you really have to, if you just have to sit there and say, it's not worth hitting me, I've got a 20 stack right here, it's not worth hitting me, that might be something you have to choose to do. But red's not even going to get the chance. Oh boy. So Ethan flying the flag of Sweden, red player, you were defeated. Now it does look like the only human player is white. We don't know for sure. So I definitely don't like trying to hold Africa. I don't think trying to hold Africa is a good idea at all. Taking this 7, if you're getting a trade here, break Europe even. Break Europe, now you can hold Africa because you, well, no, still don't hold Africa. Break Europe and then move this 7 up to hold North America. You are going to be reducing them in troop income per turn. And, okay, I think that was also a vulnerable position. I just thought it was less likely that it was going to be hit by black. So white should expect Africa to be broken, but white has a decent chance at holding North America. I think white has a trade coming in, so white will be able to, whatever comes in, push back through, break Europe. At this point, it's looking like, see what happens. So it looks like we might have the attempt to break North America. Definitely going to break Africa. Okay, the attempt fails. That's so great for white. So here we go. Attack down, attack up. Wow. That is amazing news for white. White was going to take the game, I think, anyway. It was just how much of a struggle was it going to be to take the game. Especially when there's 2 bots. The bots will leave territories next to each other that are vulnerable, that they will then attack each other, while a human player can make bigger stacks that make the bot go, I can't risk that, it's not a good roll, and they won't do it. So in the long term, the player is going to win. What I might like to see here, I still don't know if I like defending the border here in Africa, but I do like breaking Europe here. I might like to see the 9 come out and the 10 fortify to it. I think that's an option. it is a very real possibility we see a 2-point guard here. So no, we're not going to see that. I think it was a possibility, though risky, that white goes here, 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 here. I don't know if they're able to pull it out, but if they are, then they take the less than 100% chance roll to take the Middle East and then fortify from North Africa to the Middle East. That's an option. I don't think it's a good idea at this point in the game when you can play a little safer and guarantee the win, and definitely make less of a struggle for yourself. So the bot, okay. Yeah, the bot really is not contesting the hold for Africa and didn't try to roll the North America Alaska territory to break the bonus. So at this point, it should be an easy cleanup for white. So let's see. Well, we can see how white chooses to do it. I still like pushing through and taking this 2 point. Probably this turn or next turn. But oh, that's a bad roll, so maybe not this turn. But I think I still like it. I think I still like white doing that. We'll see. Leaves a 12. Okay. This is not bad, but I would like to have seen a different split here. Maybe leave 5 or 6 here, because the black bot is not going to have a trade. It's not going to be able to break through that. And then you could fortify. Was there not even a fortify from white there? No. So that was a mistake, I think, on white's part. White should have fortified this 3, this 4, probably this 3, I prefer, over to Egypt or East Africa. I think that would have been a much better choice. Good thing for white, if things keep happening in white's favor and they don't want to press it too hard, what you do is you can now take 1 territory at a time. East Africa goes to the Middle East, right? And then you fortify here. So boom, you've got troops here, and then you're going to have North Africa go to Southern Europe. Or you could have Egypt go to Southern Europe. But it's a crawl. It's a very slow crawl, and this works against bots. I think I started in 2017, maybe 2016, somewhere in there. And I only played against bots offline. So for a long time. And you definitely get a feel when you do that of bots' preferences. So I might also like to see, so look at that. No, I don't like pushing any further. I do not. Okay. Purple bot's gonna have a trade, but the way things are playing, that trade is just gonna go into black. Okay. We maybe have white saying, purple, you're out of here? No. Okay. So white traps themselves here. They should not have, I mean, the pathing, we're not going to go too far back in the pathing, but the last move there to leave the tin here was not the best idea. Now, this tin might work as like a magnet for bot stacking. Maybe the bot attacks down and goes, whoa, there's a tin stack. Let's not continue any further. Let's fortify. That's a possibility, which it looks like it could have just happened, but I don't think it was a good idea. And I think it was just a case of not great pathing. It's possible they were trying to take out black. You know, they were 3 seconds away from taking out black, although it wouldn't have got them enough cards for a trade in that turn. So take out black. I really like the story here. I like the bot, the bot turtling in Australia. coming in second place. So let's see. White's going to take out black. Is going to get the force trade at 5 cards. What we need to see here is a ring around the rosy. There's a couple ways to do it. Well, that wouldn't be the best pathing, but this would be very artistic to go up and around like this. I don't like taking purple out of Australia first because you had purple contained. I don't mind breaking Australia, but with the 60-second turn timer, it's a very real possibility that white is not going to clean up purple right now. Oh, it looks like we're going to see that reverse loop, which I was suggesting this way. We're going to see it go this way. And white is going to Frederick or flying the flag of Canada is going to take out the bot for first place. So, then everybody here is a novice. The bot was an expert bot. That bot fought hard, got second place. So, this is the Risk Grandnovice Series. I hope we learn a bit of something from this. I hope if you are a lower ranked player, you can watch this and see people who play like you. So you do not have to be number one to have fun. Remember that. Get in there and have some fun playing Risk.